Okay. Hello everyone. I am Utpal Ghosh and I am looking forward to talking with you today about the paper entitled as Extension of Handoff with the help of wider channels. At first, I would like to thank the organizing committee of the conference. On behalf of IMCCRT team, I would like to welcome all the participants. So, I am forwarding to my presentation. These are the contents of my today's presentation. First of all, introduction, next, proposed work, third, methodology, four, result and discussion, and finally, the conclusion. At first, I am starting with the introduction. So, there are mainly two types of wireless LAN. The IEEE 802.11 has two basic modes of operation. One is infrastructure and another is ad hoc mode. In the ad hoc mode, mobile unit transmit directly peer-to-peer. But in infrastructure mode, mobile's unit communicates through an access point that serves as a bridge to another network, such that internet or LAN. Next, we have to know what is called handoff. A handoff refers to the process of transferring an active call or data session from one cell in a cellular network to another, or from one channel in a cell to another. A well implemented handoff is important for delivering uninterrupted service to a caller or data session user. Cellular networks are composed of cells, each of which is capable of providing telecommunication services to subscriber roaming within them. Each cell can only serve up to a certain area and number of subscribers. Then we have to know what are the different types of handoff. There are mainly two types of handoff. One is hard handoff and another is soft handoff. What is called hard handoff? Hard handoff is the characterized by an actual break in the connection while switching from one cell or base station to another. The switch takes place so quickly that it can hardly be noticed by the user. It is also sufficient for services that can allow slightly delays, such as mobile broadband internet. So we can say that hard handoff is also known as break before make policy. And another is soft handoff. Entails two connection to the cell phone from two different base stations. These ensure that no break ensues during the handoff. This is generally adopted in co-located sites. It is a make before break policy. Next, this is my proposed work. In this paper, we proposed a handoff management protocol to support seamless handoff in next generation wireless system. We consider the mobile node speed, umbrella cell, relative signal strength, that means RSS of the base station, handoff signaling delay information, and threshold distance for cell boundary handoff initiation probability, which creates unnecessary traffic loads and sometimes call blocking. In our proposed work, we considered the coverage area of the base station, this is initialized as BS, as regular hexagonal shell. We take two base stations into our account to explain our proposed approach. One is OBS and another is NBS. NBS means new base station and OBS means recent base station. When the MN, that means mobile network, tends to move out the coverage area of OBS, it needs handoff with NBS to continue the call. This figure describes the handoff scenario between OBS and NBS. Here is suffix th, which is indicate that the threshold values of the RSS to initiate the handoff process. When the RSS of old BS, that means which is I indicate that the OBS referred to as ORSS drops below STH, the MN starts the HMIP registration procedure for handoff to new BS or NBS. Here SMIN equal to the minimum value of RSS required for successful communication between the MN and OBS. A is the cell size. Here D is the threshold distance from OBS cell boundary when the MN start HMIP registration. We divided our proposed work into 5 sections. First section is speed estimation. The speed of the mobile network is estimated by using the Doppler effect. The received signal frequency and the carrier signal frequency and the speed of the mobile network are respectively Fr, Fc and Vm, and Vc is the speed of the light. Hence, from here we declare a equation like Fr equal to Vc minus Vm cos theta divided by Vc into Fc. From here this equation helps to estimate the speed of the mobile network. Another one is measurement of threshold distance D from the cell. That means ki OBS boundary cell. Here we consider cases. Case 1 is let handoff signaling delay is gamma. When the mobile network or mobile node moves out of the coverage area of OBS through radically outward direction, the MN needs to initiate HMIP registration at the distance D from the cell boundary of a successful handoff. Otherwise, the mobile node does not get enough time to complete the total handoff procedure. So, for a successful handoff, in this case, D less than equal to gamma into Vm. And for our second case, when the mobile node reaches the point P, the RSS starts to drop below the STH. That means the threshold value of RSS. Here, the MN needs to initiate HMIP registration. Now the MN or mobile node can move to any direction from P with equal probability. For a worst case, if MN moves out through PA or PB, it remains within the STH region and overlap region of OBS and MBS. So in that case, a mobile network can initiate handoff without any hesitation from here. In this case, PA equal to PB root over A by 2 whole to the power square plus D square for handoff. And here the gamma value is less than equal to root over A by 2 whole square plus D square by Vm. Next, the third part of our proposed work, which is RSS and STH measurement. The OBS antenna is transmitting a signal which gets weaker as the MN moves away from it. The transmitted signal power is maximum at the center of the cell and gradually decreases as the distance from the center increases. The received signal strength at a distance x is given by P suffix r equal to gr into gt into pt divided by 4 pi x by lambda to the power square. So we take this value as we calculate the limiting value for d previously. After this distance, the MN can start handoff initiation. After call setup, the MN periodically checks the RSS. Then RSS drops below the calculated threshold value. The MN tries to initiate HMIP registration. Another part is handoff management. Handoff management is divided into two parts. One is handoff initiation and another is handoff execution. What is handoff initiation? When the mobile node is going to move out its old base station, its first challenge is to estimate the right time to initiate the HMIP registration. The handoff trigger unit estimates the speed of the MN and its direction of motion and signaling delay information to determine the threshold RSS or S suffix TH. When the RSS drops below STH, the handoff trigger unit send a handoff request to handoff execution unit to start HMIP handoff procedure. And what is called handoff execution? After receiving the handoff request from handoff trigger unit, the mobile node starts HMIP registration. Once it is completed the MN, switch to the new base station. The mobile node keeps its HMIP registration with its old base station for a specified time. This is implemented by simultaneously binding option of HMIP protocol. The mobile node binds care of address of the old foreign station and new foreign station. At the gateway, foreign station or foreign agent in case of intra-system handoff, and at the HA in inter-system handoff. Therefore, the GFA and HA forward packets destined for the MN to both the COS or care of address during this time interval. It may be noted that for an inter-system handoff, these two COS may belong to two different network interfaces when the mobile network moves between network of different wireless technologies. And last part is that is called the methodology is the umbrella cell. A large cell which is used to cover the geographical area leads to reducing the number of handover. In contrast, this large cell has a number of disadvantages, such as number one requiring high transmit power, number two reducing the battery life because it sends a high signal power when they are far away from the base station, and third is the number of channels is limited in the system. On the other hand, small cells that serve well as a geographical area have many advantages, such as low transmission power, high capacity, maintain battery period of life, and the power of mobile station. The main disadvantage of small cell is producing a large number of handovers, which affects the system capacity because a single user may be using more than one channel at the handover moment, especially user with high speed. So here is the high speed use. We are showing that, and these are the umbrella cell, and this is the flowchart of new call in umbrella cell, how it is generated, and another flowchart of handover in umbrella cell. Here new call request is accepted, then it is compared to the mobile station speed and the threshold speed. If mobile station speed is less than threshold speed, then yes, then a free channel in microcell is occupied. If it is no, then new call blocking. And if ms speed less than threshold speed, this is false, then free channel in microcell greater than equal to 0, greater than 0. After that, there is the result and discussion part. In result and discussion part, we use the simulation of MATLAB software version 7.10. Here the first model in a system without using the umbrella cell, and the second system uses the umbrella cell, where we use microcell radius is 6000 meter while microcell radius is 2000 meter. There are two variation, macrocell cell radius is 6000 meter and microcell radius is 2000 meter. The models are applied for different values of traffic load, then evaluating the average number of handover, the percentage of handover blocking probability and the average number of blocked handover for the purpose of comparison between the two models and to find out the improvement in the handover process for the second model, which is uses the umbrella cell. In our first figure, we shows that the relation between the number of handover with the radius of the cell when the load is 100%. This increases or increasing the radius of the cell will reduce the number of handover due to the fact that high-speed user may leave more than one small cell during one call. Therefore, more than one handover is needed, while large cells require fewer handover during one call or maybe without need to handover. For this feature, umbrella cell is used with a radius relatively large compared to the rest of the cells in the system. In our next diagram or figure, we illustrate the relationship between the average number of handover and traffic load for first and second model respectively. These figures show that the number of handover increases directly proportional to the load change, but it will be less in the second model. In the first model, the number of handover start from 102 handovers at traffic load of 10% to 955 handovers when the traffic load is 100%, caused by the increased user numbers in overload traffic. The second model shows a large decrease in the number of handover observed in comparison with the first model. With traffic load of 10%, the number of handover is 69 and nearly 641 handover when traffic load is 100%. The number of handovers is reduced by approximately 33% from the first model. Handover decreases for the second model is resulting from the high-speed users who are served by the large umbrella cell. Therefore, a fewer number of handovers are needed. In my third figure, which is illustrates that the relation between the average percentage of the handover blocking probability and the traffic load for the two models. First curve represents the result of the first model, shows that when the traffic load increases, the handover blocking probability will increase, starting from very low values and then rising to become almost 0.559% when the traffic load at 100%. Second curve shows the result of the second model for the handover blocking probability increased with the increase of traffic load as well, but they are less than the first model, reaching approximately 1.358% when traffic load is 100%. And my last figure, which is illustrate that also a comparison which represents the relationship between the average number of blocked handover and traffic load, shows the improvement in the handover process in the second model. The number of blocks handover is small for the two models at low traffic load, but for high traffic load, the number of blocked handover will be increased. For example, 90% of traffic load produces 6 blocked handover for first model and 3 for the second model. With load of 100%, there are more than 15 blocked handover for first model and less than 8 blocked handover for the second model. This result means that when the umbrella cell technique is used, the improvement is reducing the number of blocked handover is approximately 50% of the number of blocked handover in the first model which does not use the umbrella cell. So let me do the conclusion. Comparing the first model, which is not using the umbrella cell that contains microcells, only with the second model, which uses the umbrella cell, which contain in addition the umbrella cell. Result shows an improvement in the handover process in terms of reducing the number of handovers by approximately 33%. The probability of handover blocking is reduced from 1.559% to 1.358% for the same traffic load. The difference between the two values is small, but the difference is that the number of handovers in the second model is less than of that in the first model. Therefore, the number of block handovers is reduced by 50% in the second model.